Guys, we are in one of the greatest video game rooms I've ever seen. We're back with JRPG Life.
But it's hard to justify spending so much money on a console that we know we're just going to put on the shelf and continue to play our analog pockets instead.
Like, show me how you played Nintendo games as a kid. Yeah, if you did that, it wouldn't work with those.
For the people that don't know you, tell them real quickly what you guys are all about and why you've created this game room.
We're a couple that plays together and stays together. So we built a mansion in a tiny room full of video games for us to play in and enjoy our time together.
It is packed. It's a small room, but man, you have utilized every square inch of this place. So, man, I want to dig into kind of what you got going on today. How long has this taken to collect?
5 years?
6?
6? Something like that.
6 years. I was going to say, I know that it's one of the fastest collections that I've seen grow.
Oh,
like,
okay.
you guys went hard, like
Yeah.
from the very beginning. It was like, we are doing this, we are collecting, and you guys are you're about to see some pretty rare stuff all in this room. So I can't wait to dig in, man. So something that's in this room that is new to the room, and you don't see in a lot of smaller spaces, is a shelf display PlayStation original that you would have seen like in a store or a retail place. Is this now? Where'd you get the PlayStation display case at?
Local Facebook pickup.
Local Facebook,
Yeah.
and how much was it?
$500.
500. That's a crazy deal, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I mean, it is beautiful. There's something too about PS1 displays to me that just looks so clean, so fine, because the games are smaller, everything's just lined up, and this is mostly RPGs.
Yeah, like 75% RPGs.
Okay.
That's what we primarily collect on the PS1,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of great games that aren't RPGs on it.
Beautiful, and again, in a small space to be able to have this displayed and it not feel like, obtrusive, it looks really, really good. That's beautiful.
We had to sacrifice our window.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's worth
Worth it.
So this crazy couple has some of the rarest things that you will see, including video game-ish plush.
Yes.
All right, what are some of the crazier ones that you guys have?
Okay, so we have an E3 exclusive.
Okay.
It's from The Last Guardian, and this is Trico over here. He's one of the characters. Who's this guy?
I will say I've never played this game. Is it a decent game?
It's good.
It's good.
It's from the same line as Ico.
Okay. Here it is. And what is this ish valued at?
It's really,
If you can find
really
it, right?
uncommon.
Yeah.
Like, if you hop on eBay, you're probably not gonna find a sold
Right.
listings on
Okay.
it. Who knows?
Yeah, it's hard to know. Hundreds of dollars in actually thousands of dollars in plush that they have in here. And then what's the other one over here that you guys had?
So this one is really, really cute. It's Starfy. From we got the DS version out in the US, but
Okay.
there's a bunch of other games out in Japan.
And this one's old.
Yeah, he's from I think 2009.
Okay. They made newer ones of these at one point? Do you remember, or do you know?
I think this was the last that they did
Okay.
in the States.
It's crazy that just something like this. I think this one you said was like 300 plus.
Yeah, you can find this available, but it's like $300.
That's great. Like the things that people collect and are actively looking for is nuts to me. I mean, we all collect crazy. Actually, in the comments, I want to know what is something that you guys collect that is like a little off the wall. There are people out there that spend hundreds, thousands of dollars on plush, which is crazy. At one point, I think Riff found a Putt-Putt plush. Remember Putt-Putt and Freddy Fish and all those? And he's like, it was like $300.
Those are like computer games.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, what people collect. That's so crazy. I love it.
It's adorable.
It is cute. Another thing that has changed in this game room since last time that I've been here was a really, really cool plaque that is on the wall. Whoa. So I don't know if you remember this. Last time I was here, we did a room tour, and these sweet people had 7,200 subs, I believe is what you guys were at.
Yeah.
And now you have 100,000 more than that.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that would I know that you're obviously putting time in. They put their heart and soul into their videos. You can tell that they're passionate about it. Did you start thinking like it was going to grow, like it would ever be a big thing, or was it just a hobby?
It was something for fun.
Okay.
Somebody told us, not many people have a game collection like this or find the things we do in the wild, so you might as well start filming it.
And have y'all ever done anything like that before? Like filmed yourselves doing like?
No.
Okay.
I mean, my friends and I would play with cameras all the time as kids.
Yeah.
Record stop motion claymation and stuff like that, but nothing like this. No.
I remember seeing you guys on a mutual friend of ours. His channel's Tendo, and I think you might have had 800 subs or something like that.
He got us into it, yeah.
Right. And then here you guys are now.
Yeah,
it's insane.
It's been a wild ride, and making some great friends on the way.
Oh, bro. Oh, seriously, they are great friends.
Yeah.
It has been awesome. Well, dude, super huge congrats on that.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, they have a different spin. So if you guys have not watched their channel yet, you definitely need to, dude. Congrats on that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
A quick pause to let you guys know that I've been making a real effort to stay on top of my finances lately, and today's sponsor, Monarch, has become one of the easiest ways to do that. Instead of jumping between my bank app, credit cards, investment accounts, and random spreadsheets, Monarch brings everything together under one simple dashboard. I can see my spending, net worth, reoccurring bills, debt payoff progress, and pretty much my entire financial picture all in one place. One thing that I really appreciate, it makes budgeting not feel overwhelming. You can separate your fixed and flexible spending, create custom categories and rules that fit your lifestyle, and it even provides AI-powered insights that explain changes in your spending or net worth in plain English. It's actually helpful instead of just throwing charts at you. Another big plus is privacy. Monarch is completely ad-free, which means you're the customer, not the product. They're not trying to sell your data or fill up the app with ads. Getting everything connected is super easy also. Monarch securely syncs with more than 13,000 financial institutions, including major banks, credit cards, loans, and investment accounts, so I had everything set up in just a few minutes. I think my favorite feature has been being able to see my progress over time. Whether I'm checking in after a big purchase, tracking my savings goals, or just making sure I'm staying on budget, it gives me a clear snapshot of where I stand without adding any extra stress. Plus, it works great on both desktop and mobile. And if you manage money with a spouse or partner, the shared dashboard makes it really easy to stay on the same page. If you want a simpler way to stay organized with your money, check out Monarch by scanning the QR code or using my link in the description and use code RETRORIC50 to get started. Thank you again to Monarch for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back into it. We're gonna hang out for a little bit in 3DS land because I think you're the only people that I know on the planet. This is complete, right?
Complete, yeah.
Complete Nintendo 3DS collection. Now, when I was here last time, I think you were like 70 away.
Really?
How many is there total? Do you know?
About 420.
About 420. And why? Why did you say the 3DS is the set that I want to go to? Full Nintendo set. Why?
Yeah. One reason was because we just love handheld gaming.
Okay.
Love it. And there's so many good titles on the console. We're like, we just want more of the good titles.
Yeah, for sure.
The other reason was because we local pick up a couple of the really rare ones. We're like, well, now that we have the hardest ones to find, let's just go for the rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to the people about what this is.
So
with the slip cover.
With the slip, that's even more uncommon.
Okay.
The English version specifically is super uncommon and hard to find.
Okay.
And this is what they gave you back in the day when you went to tour the Louvre.
Okay.
They give this to you, and you have an AR experience, and what you're looking at, it tells you what you're looking at and guides you through the center.
I've heard of it, never seen it. Definitely have not seen it with this, with the slipcover, and definitely have not seen. This is a thing.
That's the thing.
Okay.
So they made about 1,000 of these over the course of when they did this.
Okay.
At the Louvre, and they would give this to you with this blue strap here, and you'd wear it like around your neck, and it doesn't play games. It just plays the Louvre. And you carry it around, and that was your tour. You were a gamer and into art.
Maddening. Y'all are maddening. Y'all are
so
crazy.
there's about 500 of these at work.
Show them the crazy
The big one. So there's actually 2 here, which is crazy.
There's two.
This is Barbie Groom and Glam.
This game is available on the DS and Wii, and it's very cheap. But the 3DS
Same
version,
game.
same exact game.
Okay.
But the 3DS one was basically pre-order only, and most of the US pre-orders were canceled.
The US version. So like you can get the PAL versions pretty easy, and other ones got the NTSC.
Canada got theirs.
Yeah.
So most of the people that have a copy are in Canada. And if you look online, that's usually where you're going to find a copy.
Great! Now that your pup is nice and happy, let's go check out the boutique. Follow me. Let's try it out. use the
Well, my favorite thing has to be your Earthbound shelf down here. You did not have this last time, but we still share the same favorite game, right?
Favorite game all time.
Of all time, is
Yeah.
Earthbound. I think you're the only other person that I feel like is on the same page with me on that. But
Great mind, single leg.
what do we have? What do we have down here? You show me a little bit.
A little bit of just fun stuff. So these are Earthbound figures from the Gashapon in
Okay.
Japan. I don't think it's all of them. I think we're missing something, but this one we picked up back in when I proposed to her in Japan, which is cool to have, the actual Mother 3 sealed. But some of the weird stuff we have for Earthbound that you just don't see. Like this is a candy box, cookies. Yeah,
Wow.
from Japan.
That's so cool. What is that one?
You recognize a present that you open up?
Yeah, that's the present you open up. What is this?
I think they're Ziploc bags or something weird, but you know,
Yes. Gotta have
anything Earthbound. Yeah.
Gotta have an Earthbound shelf. I was telling him that there's a ruler, an Earthbound ruler from the 90s as a promo item.
That's so wild.
And it was like, oh my gosh, I think the last one sold for like $2,500. It's literally a wooden ruler, 1 foot with
That's
Earthbound
awesome.
across it. But you know,
I want the Saturn piggy bank. That's the one I want.
one day we will get them.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
名作保証マザーついに大完成
Okay. It's hard to even think through this.
Yeah.
You said another set that you have is the Vita set.
The US set. This is the US retail release of Vita, and some of the Japanese ones, but yeah.
And you say U.S. Why do you say that? Was there different ones that they came out with, like limited run? Did they do any of that kind of stuff too?
East Asia Soft made a ton.
Okay.
But yeah, there's like 1,200 some odd physicals. If you count all the other releases, limited run, all them love to do that.
I will say I hadn't seen this before. Is that
Oh yeah.
Is that a special piece?
This is extremely uncommon. I've only seen a few of these. We've only seen a few of these ever. Final Fantasy 13, not the most loved game, but this controller was a Hong Kong only release.
Okay.
And it's sealed. I mean, it's got a little, it's not perfect, but it's sealed. And having lightning on the front of it like that, I love it so much. It's one of my favorite pieces in our entire
That
collection.
is cool. Anything else over here that's just like, man, you've got to see this. It's not something you see very often.
Well, you know, there is one game that I know is really, really, really uncommon in America, but probably not so much in Japan, but this is Tasmania Story. Have you ever heard of that?
I've never heard of this. What is this?
So
Why is this a thing?
It's like a $800, $900 CIB game in the US.
Okay.
It's not a good game.
It's just weird and
It's
obscure.
very weird. But if you ever see Tasmania Story in a US box,
You
have to send a photo because I've never seen it.
Okay.
So I had to have one in Japanese. This was a friend of the channel gave us that.
So wild.
So wild.
Talk to me about this corner over here. You got a lot going on, but it's all has a purpose and a rhyme and a reason of what's going on over here.
So these are my theme shelves. So up here is Shimigami Tensei, big Atlus fan. And I have Persona. Some of the manga is back here as well.
Okay.
So Persona and Shimigami Tensei have like demons that you recruit. And
Okay.
a lot of people go, oh, that's like Pokemon. But Shimigami Tensei and like Dragon Warrior had that recruiting mechanic back in like the NES days.
Wow. That's pretty wild.
So it's like, instead of getting cute Pokemon, you recruit
demons
and
Scary.
you put them in your you put them in your party and they attack with you. Persona is a little happier
Yeah.
compared to Shimigami Tensei. Shimigami Tensei is very dark.
2DS, I mean, that's a ton of 2DSs. That's all of them?
Yeah, we collected all of the North American set, and then there's a few extras in there.
Okay. All right, we have a game apparently.
Yeah,
What
a little
are-
bit of a challenge.
Okay.
One of my favorite game series of all time is Katamari Damacy. So we have the little cousins, and actually one of them's the prince. There's 5 total characters hidden in this room.
Okay.
I think you could find them.
We were over here, and I know that here's one.
There's one.
There's 5.
So there's 4 more.
Okay. And I've been looking around,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
have not seen more. Look at this. What is this? Waldo, bro? Waldo. Oh.
There's one. Yep.
Okay.
You found Miso.
Okay. Oh shoot.
There he
Okay.
is. There's the prince. Yep.
Is there a timer? Oh no.
2 more. I'll give you a hint. They're up high.
Oh.
You found one. Yep.
Let's go. And in that.
No-
That's the plush. Yeah! Let's go! What do I win? The collect.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have any totes?
Yeah, let's figure this out.
Start
You got a
getting
truck.
some totes
Yeah.
out. Are you radical, bro? Are you like gnarly, bro? What do you got over here? You got a wakeboard? This is getting ridiculous, okay? They have more rooms in this place that have more games and arcades and press kits and down below. Did this couple have a problem, or is this normal? Is this normal behavior? To you, it's normal.
It's normal.
And I like it because I got a crazy collection too, and it's always a lot of fun. But guys, thank you so much for having me. As always, my friends know. No, you get the hug. Check out their channel, please. It is so good. You guys are always putting out. I feel like I'm just holding this wakeboard. You guys are always putting out amazing content. They're awesome. Go check them out.